It is launch day down at the river. You might have seen my recent upgrades and maintenance video. That's all the spending done. Now the fun begins. Just waiting for the guys to come and bring the crane, and then we will be going afloat for 2025. Cannot wait. Can't wait. We're using this fine ship to launch. I say we. They're using this fine ship to launch. This will lift up to 9 tons and 30 foot of boat. And my boat is 26 foot and about 3 ton, so plenty of capacity for that. You can see it's actually spreading these out now to the correct width of the boat, so they can actually alter. By altering the angle of these, it brings them out or in. You can see that's quite a bit wider than it was a minute ago. And then it goes. Good. Look at that. Wow. I'm going to get the hell out of the way. Worth bearing in mind that most of the weight of this boat is right at the back, so the big diesel engine is right there, which is right in the centre of, well, just back a bit from the centre of those forks. I know it's safe. I know it's safe. I do know it's safe. I know it's safe. Please be careful. It's just been cleaned. Look at that. Wow. Off we go. And we are afloat again. Happy, happy days. Look at that. Wow. Oh, that's very smooth. I like that. Gentlemen, thank you very much indeed. Much appreciated. Cheers. And that's it. It's all down to me again now. Let's go and get ready and get gone. well, life jacket's on, EPIRB's on, another EPIRB down there. Let's be safe. Moment of truth. Here we go, shall we? Oh, yes. Took a second, didn't it? Not been running for a little while, but we're up and running. Excellent. Okay, what else do we need? We want that on. We want that on. There we go. We want the bow thruster on. We want the VHF radio on. There we go. Do a very quick nudge to make sure it's going into gear. Yep, there we go. And that's good. Right, I think we're all out of excuses. Shall we go? Now, what is the tide doing here today? I think the tide's coming in. And there's not too much flow, which makes a nice change. If you've seen these videos before, it's normally racing through here, but you can see the debris in the water is barely moving. That is not moving, so that's good. Okay, so that will make life a little easier. Let's get that one off. In fact, we'll take it right off, shall we? There we go. All right. Okay, we're all off. Let's do it. And that nose out a little bit. There we go. And we're away. Look at these guys. Chap, you all right? Wow. There we go. Good, good, good. Wow, we're back on the water. Look at this, and what a lovely day as well. Now, the idea at this point is to take the boat back and put it on the berth. However, it strikes me, as you probably saw in the last video, there's just a lot of work done to the hull, and it's all been freshly anti-fouled. This boat is now as clean and smooth underneath as it's ever likely to be, which does beg the tantalising question: just how fast is it whilst it's this clean? I can't help feeling it ought to go and have a little look. Now, it is a bit breezy and we might find it's choppy out, and if it is, that's going to stall us, because firstly, you won't get maximum speed when it's choppy. Secondly, there's no way I'm throwing a load of salt over this boat just after it's been completely valeted and made perfect. But we'll have a look. It'd be rude not to, wouldn't it, really? Let's get this fender in. These are the Navy guys practicing here. So they're basically, it's officer training. So they learn all about boat handling, which is what these chaps are doing and these chaps are doing, because the Naval College is just up on the hill behind these trees. Nice day for it. There goes the steam train. Okay, it is 2:46. We've got time for this, plenty of time for this. We've got a boat coming up towards us. Go ahead, taking down the starboard side, I think. Very good. Okay, since the engine's now run for about 15 minutes, we'll have a quick look in here and make sure there's no oil or water or anything nasty. It's all looking pretty good, as you would hope it would be, but it's always best to check. Alright, put that one back down. I have put the tender into the race position. That can drop down. I think we're good to go. The wind is westerly with a little bit of north in it, and I'm hoping that'll be just enough to give us a bit of shelter in around here to find some calm water for a top speed run. Let's say if we find it's choppy out there, then we're going to give it up and not cover the boat in salt, but we'll have a little look. I'm intrigued by this buoy because it looks like the tide is ebbing round it quite strongly, and yet high tide is at 4:30 and we are 3:02, so it should be coming in. Not quite sure how that works. Oh well. Looking pretty good so far. Fingers crossed. Let's get around this rock and then we're out into unrestricted water and we can give it a bit. Okay, I've put GPS speed there in the centre. Let's have a little experimentation, shall we? Here we go. Pretty windy out here. Okay, so that's cruising now, 2,500 RPM, giving us the usual 18 knots. Of course, the roads and the speed will remain the same as they would have been before. The drag wouldn't have changed the roads versus the speed. What it should change is the top speed. So I'll go down this way a little way into the wind and then we'll turn around and we'll give it a blast. Put the wind behind us, give us all the help we can get. Actually, we should do a two-way run to do this properly, shouldn't we? Okay, well the gauges are reading good, pressure's good, temperature's good, volts is good. Good to go. There's a little bit of swell here, but we'll try, see if we get on. Here we go. Okay, that's 3,000 RPM, 26 knots, into the wind. Got a bit more to go yet. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's wide open. There's a bit of swell running now. 27, 29. $30. $31. $32. 32.4, you can see we're bouncing a bit now into the swell. It just takes the edge off the speed a little bit. Yeah, it's dropped us back now, you see 30 knots again. It's because as we're hitting the swells, it's slowing us down. Okay, what do we hit then? Nearly 33, I think. Alright. Everything's all still reading well. Let's spin around. Put the wind behind us. We'll be running with the wind and with the sea. I'm hoping this will give us a little bit more. Okay, 24 knots. Oh well, can we see that? Oh, there we go, that's better. Here we go. 27, 30, 32, 33, 34, 34. I'll say that is again with a bit of swell slowing us down, but I'm pleased with that. 34 is as fast as this boat's ever been. .4 we've got now. I think on a flat water we might touch 35, but we're not going to do it today. It's just a little bit too much chop, just taking the edge off it, but that's pleasing. Okay, let's ease her off. We'll take that. We will take that. That's excellent. There we go. That's back down to cruising speed now. So we are 2,650 on the revs, 22 knots. Good. Wow. And we're also back into the, or just coming into speed restricted waters here. I don't think I was going to complain this time of year. There's no one about, but nonetheless, we should play by the rules. Well, there we go. 34.5 knots I think we maxed out at. To check the video, it's all getting quite exciting. But yeah, she's flying. She is certainly flying. What a fit boat. That's very, very pleasing. On Dark Marina, not on Dark Marina. This is Smuggler's Blues 2, over.
Smuggler's Blues 2, not on Dark, go ahead.
Hello, not on Dark. I wonder, would it be possible for someone to just come down and grab a line for me as I come into the berth in about 10 minutes time, please, over?
That's all understood, we'll make the way down.
Very kind, thank you very much. Smuggler's out. Here we are back at the marina. That has been an interesting little spin. Glad we did that. Certainly it's blown the cobwebs away. It's still a chilly day, but it's great to be out. I will sleep well tonight, I feel sure. Right, let's drop her back on the berth. And that, my friends, is about the size of that. The reason I called the marina, incidentally, was because I didn't have the lines that I normally have from the pontoon made up ready to hook on. I'd taken them home to give them a wash because they were a bit grubby. So I had to put them back on and I wanted to make sure I had someone to hold the boat while I did it. So yeah, very kind of them to come and grab a line, and they always will, to be fair to them. If you give them a shout, they're always happy to help. But that, my friends, that has been a good start to the season. I feel so good about this, so good about having the boat back in the water, so pleased to be back on the water. It's been out for 4 weeks and I forget just how much I miss it, even in that time. It's unbelievable. Ah, there she is, look. Smuggler's Blues. What a boat. And isn't she looking fabulous? I know I'm biased, but come on. Look at that. What a glorious, glorious boat. And all fit and fair and ready to go for the season. Nice, nice, nice. As ever, thank you so much for watching. As ever, we'll catch you on another one of these real soon. You take care. Bye-bye.